Good morning students, I am G. Rajeshri, your English teacher. Today I am going to start a new poem that is Tiger in the Zoo. Okay? And before we start the poem, let us discuss about the poet. Okay, the name of the poet is Leslie Norris. His full name is George Leslie Norris, was born on 21st May 1921 and died on 6th April 2006. He was a prize-winning Welsh poet and short story writer. Up to 1974, he earned his living as a college lecturer, teacher and headmaster. From 1974, he combined full-time writing with residencies at academic institutions in Britain and the United States. I'll show you some pictures. Tiger in its habitat. You can see the tiger in the forest. How happily they're roaming around the forest. And they are happy, they are in happy mood. The picture will give you an idea of what is the tiger's life could be if he had been a free animal. I'll show you another picture, tiger in a cage. Animals are caged by the human beings for their fun, which is very bad. Due to lockdown, we are unable to confine ourselves within the four walls. How can we expect an animal to confine in the cage? This picture explains the agony and helplessness of a caged tiger that lives in a zoo. I'll start the poem. Before I explain the stanzas, I would like to recite the stanza. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet race, which means in this stanza the poet describes the appearance of the tiger in the zoo and its daily movements. He says that the tiger moves up and down of his cage. The stripes on its body can be distinguished even seen from far. And the tiger walks quietly without making a sound because of his smooth velvet pads. The tiger is able to walk only few steps because of the length of its cage. It covers the distance in a few mere steps only. The tiger is full of anger, but it is suppressed because he knows that he is helpless here. And let us discuss the literary devices of that particular stanza. Rhyming scheme is ABAB. I'll tell you what is rhyming scheme. Stripes, case, quiet, trees. Let us name it. Name stripe as A, case B, quiet A, raise B. So these two are BB and these two are AA. So these four are rhyming words and ABAB. Personification. The tiger is personified because the poet refers the tiger as he has taken the tiger as a person. Metaphor. Tiger's paws are compared with velvet. Pads of velvet is a metaphor. Imagery. Poet tries to create an image about the tiger. Let us read out the imagery. Imagery. I'll show you the lines of the imagery. He stalks. He stalks in his vivid stripes. The few steps of his case. When you read these lines, a kind of picture creates in your mind. So that is called imagery. So next is assonance. Assonance means use of vowel sound. A, E, I, O, U. Here I is repeated in the line in his vivid stripes. Then oxymoron. Oxymoron means use of adjectives opposite in the meaning. Quiet, raise. Opposite of quiet is raise. This is called oxymoron. And let us start the stanza 2. He should be lurking in shadows, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Lurking means hiding. Lurking means hiding. Sliding means moving. Hole means pool. Plump means chubby. In this stanza, the poet is filled with pity while looking at the imprisoned tiger. The poet imagines another life for the tiger other than the zoo. He says that the poor tiger should have been in his natural habitat that is in the wild forest. He says that under normal conditions, this tiger would have been moving in the darkness, not in the clear daylights. He would have been lying in the shadows of trees or hiding itself behind long grass so that its prey will not be able to detect its movements. In this way, the tiger would have moved near the water hole where all the animals of the forest come to drink on sunny afternoons. There, near the water hole, he would be waiting for some fat deer to pass that way. Thus, he would be lying there in expectation of a heavy feast. Let us discuss the rhyming scheme. Rhyming scheme of this stanza is AB, AB. Okay, enjambment. Line continues to the next line without punctuation mark. So let us see the lines. Sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. There is no punctuation. Punctuation means comma, full stop, exclamatory marks, inverted commas. Those are called punctuation. Without any punctuation marks, the line continues. So that is called enjambment. Alliteration, repetition of the same sound. Plump pass, P is repeated here. So that is called, this is enjambment. And then imagery, lurking in shadow means hiding in shadow. A kind of image creates in our mind. That is called imagery. Let us go to the third stanza. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. New words. Snarling means warning sounds made by the animals. Baring means uncovered. Fangs means sharp teeth of animals. Claws means paws. In this stanza, the poet says that even though he would prefer the tiger to live in the wild, it is not as if it would lose all touch within civilization. He imagines that the tiger will do in case he fail to find any prey in his natural habitat. He says that the tiger would be growling at the edge of the jungle near some village. He would be showing his white fangs and claws while moving here and there with the intention of scaring all the inhabitants of that village. He would thus become a cause of terror for the villagers. The poet here gives a hint that if we destroy the natural habitat of tigers, they will be forced to turn to our towns and villages to find their food. Let us discuss the literary devices. Again, enjambment, long sentence without any punctuation mark. The rhyming scheme is AB, AB. Okay, consonants is produced consonant sounds, his, fangs, his and claws. S is produced here. S sound is produced. Okay, onomatopoeia using words which denote sound, snarling. Let us go to the fourth stanza. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Is locked in a concrete wall means within the four walls. The walls which are made up of cement, iron rods and bricks. Okay. His strength is behind bars. He is confined inside the room. So he is unable to show his strength. He becomes powerless. Okay. And stalks the length of his cage. Stalks means moving slowly here and there. Okay. Inside the cage. He is unable to move out. Okay. In a threatening way. Ignoring visitors. Okay. He is completely ignoring visitors. Now, literary devices, rhyming scheme of this stanza is little ABCB. Personification is he, and assonance vowel. Okay, assonance means produces vowel sound. E sound is produced here. Cell, he, locked and concrete. Consonance means here again S sound produced. His strength bars. Alliteration means B sound is produced here behind bars. Alliteration means repetition of same sound is called alliteration. Let us go to the next stanza. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant eyes, stars. Okay, the poet describes about the daily routine of a tiger. The tiger does not rest during the day because of the visitors. Even at night, it stays awake till the very last voice of the zookeeper locking up and going home can be heard. After that, too, he doesn't go to sleep. All night he remains disturbed due to all lines he remains disturbed due to the sound of the patrolling cars. Okay, and what is the rhyming scheme? ABCB. Here alliteration is he hears. H sound is produced here. Okay, so children, what did we learn from this poem is, okay, the animal which is known for its fearlessness and freedom is confined. It is sad that human beings want to derive pleasure by looking at tiger trapped in a cage. So students, what is our duty? Let us take a resolution that we should never pelt stones at animals, never tease animals, never give animals stale food, never beat the animals, never put animals in cage. Animals are dumb creatures. They cannot speak up their emotions. They cannot speak up their fear. They cannot speak up their pain. Being an intelligent human beings, we need to understand their agony and distress. Let us take care of the animals. Let us take a resolution that we all will take care of the animals. Never harm animals in any way. Now, let us discuss the few moments and actions of the poem. What are the few moments? Students, I just tell you. And stalks, movements are stalks, quiet, raise, ignoring visitors, hears the sound of the patrolling, stares at stars. And what are the actions? Lurking in shadows, sliding through the long grass, snarling around the houses, baring his white fangs, terrorizing the village. These are the actions. Okay. And next comes to the case and wild. Let us pick up some sentences which denote to the case and which are wild. Case means few steps of his case, locked in concrete cell, his strength behind bars and ignoring visitors. Wild means shadow, long grass, snarling around houses, bearing his white fangs and terrorizing villages. And question answers, I have already given some questions to you also and answers also. Students, read all question answers thoroughly and try to write your own answers. Please do not copy any answers given in the slides. I hope students you must have understood the poem. Thank you very much.